Here's the part of document design that drives people nuts. You create something beautiful in a design tool, export it as a PDF, and then the real work begins. Suddenly, you're in Adobe Acrobat, fixing reading order, tags, form fields, alt text, and all those invisible structure that your audience depends on. Venngage is different because accessibility is meant to be part of the creation workflow, not a rescue mission after the fact. So in this video, we're exporting an accessible, editable PDF form from Venngage and checking that it still works the way a client needs it to work. So for this demo, we'll be using this wedding and rental inquiry form. And as you can see off to the right-hand side in the accessibility pane, all issues have been resolved. We've checked everything, including tag order, to make sure everything works in a logical fashion and can be read and seen for a variety of different users. That means we are ready to export and share this design. Now, what's nice about Venngage, once you've gone through that accessibility checker and all your issues have been resolved, they actually, flag it and say, hey, you're ready to export and share your design, and give you a cute little button off to the right where you can jump to that option. So clicking that download button, it will take us to this simple window. We have share, download, and embed. Now, download is selected by default, and at the top you'll see a note. Your design has interactive elements. For an optimal experience, we recommend sharing it instead. But sometimes we don't always have that luxury. So let's go ahead and download this as a PDF, which tells us right here is ideal for accessibility, hyperlinks, and printing. So let's go ahead and download that file now. That's going to open up a Save As window where you can select where you'd like to save that PDF to. I'm just going to save it to my desktop in a folder called Jealous Fork and save right there. There it is. It's saved, and my browser tells me I could open it from right here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Open it up. And here is that form. Notice everything is editable in this form. I can click inside any of these fields very easily to fill it out. But that's not what we're interested in here. We're interested to see if the accessibility checks that Venngage promised worked actually do. So let's open this up in Adobe Acrobat. Now I have that PDF opened in Adobe Acrobat. This is the moment I want to verify that the accessibility work I did in Venngage actually carried through to the final file. Now, I don't want to assume that the PDF is accessible just because it looks good. A visual check is never enough. I'm going to use Acrobat's accessibility tools to inspect the exported file. So in Acrobat, let's go to All Tools, and then scroll down until I see the option Prepare for Accessibility. Now, just to see what actually came through on this PDF, let's go ahead and click the option Check for Accessibility. Okay, I've gone through and checked everything, every possible category you can check in this window, and I'm going to generate an accessibility report. So now I'm just going to click Start Checking. And Acrobat's accessibility checker has only flagged 2 things, which is amazing. I never have that. But this one, there's the document with 2 issues, and it says logical reading order, that needs a manual check, and color contrast needs a manual check. But everything else that it can check automatically, it's passed. That is how easy things are when using Venngage to create documents. They come out automatically accessible. So I can continue checking this to make sure it works. The form fields are in fact editable. That's great. That means it didn't export as a little rectangle. It's an actual form field. And I can also check the tab order. If I go through and tab, it should follow a logical order throughout the entire document, which it does. And finally, I'll save a test copy of this file and reopen it just to confirm that anything I type in is saved. And yep, that worked. It saved my name. So the full workflow is build the accessible form in Venngage, run Vengage's accessibility checker, export as a PDF, open the PDF in Acrobat, run Acrobat's accessibility check just to make sure one last time, test the form fields, tab through the form, and then save a filled test copy. It should work without too many problems. Venngage is a creation tool with accessibility in mind. So if accessibility matters for your users, definitely consider using Venngage to save you some time in that remediation step.